Resume last game. Oh yes, we made it to a new area. That's where we were. It looks as though the video store was trying to create an opening night atmosphere. You're more familiar with the kind of video store that is only open at night. A large marquee marks the entrance to a video store on the corner. You also see a very interesting statue and a portable toilet. The statue catches your interest. The statue continues to catch your interest. You stare at the statue for a few minutes. You decide to do something else before you need a cold shower. Oh, it's just Lady Godiva. The billboard advertises a new hormone supplement. The men who lived here must have wanted to be extremely male. New generic testosterone. The newsstand must have carried almost 100 different magazines and 2 different cities' newspapers. You can see a few of the headlines. Women believe that working on biologic weapons, Defense Council concerned, and new residential section to be powered up today. You stare intently at the sidewalk. An interesting aroma emanates from the portable toilet. It's a safe bet that no one has cleaned or emptied it in a century or so. It's a turbo toilet. You stare intently at the rope. Can I take the rope? You can't take that. You look carefully at the ditch and make a mental note that it is a ditch. This is the car you arrived in. The street continues around the corner near the large statue. You look carefully at the building. The sliding doors are locked. It seems you need a key to gain entrance. Well, I do have a key. And there's a padlock key, a door key. Maybe this one? Key door key. Let's give it a whirl. Wonder if there are any X-rated videos. The store is loaded with all kinds of videos. You also notice a couple of reviewing monitors and a phone handset. This is the most pompous logo you have ever seen, with the possible exception of the Synex Communications logo back in Umbilical 4. The spotlights illuminate Civilization, the movie. Civilization, the movie. You wonder if the movie could possibly be as good as the game. That would be interesting. Actually, Civilization, the movie. With all the different, historical characters. At the same time. And in the end, you find out it's nothing but a simulation. It was actually the game. Marx Brothers. You grew up watching Harpo, Groucho, and Carl. Yes, there they are, Harpo, Groucho, and Carl, the Marx Brothers. There's no question about it. That has got to be the ugliest kid you have ever seen. Hey, Pippi Longstockings is cute. She's got a pretty smile, she's got freckles, red hair. She was cute. Eikö sitä juu? Peppi Pitkä tossu. Nämä herrat eivät arvosta. Sitten rasahti. Nämä pelintekijät eivät arvostaneet hyvää juttua. Peppi Pitkä tossu. This is the part of the telephone you pick up and talk into, Einstein. This part of the phone sits on the counter and holds the handset. While the handset is in the cradle, the battery is charged and the phone can ring for incoming calls. The monitor on the counter is playing some new release in which you find uninteresting in its complete lack of sex and violence. The monitor hanging from the shelf is playing a horror video called The Return of Slash. You are not interested in watching this film. It seems famous stars have come from far and wide to have their footprints immortalized in cement. Something in the back of your mind tells you this is not an original idea. The only name you recognize is Bruce's. It looks like he was wearing high heels. It looks like someone waited too long before putting his foot in the cement. Whew. Must have had gangrene. Please, give yourself a break. Surely you can think of a better souvenir. You look carefully at the banner and make a mental note that it's a banner. This place has thousands of titles. Too bad you don't own a player anymore. I was trying to look at the shirt and the sock and all I get is porno videos. This place has thousands of titles. The slot provides a handy method of returning rented videos. You notice that the return bin is empty. Comedy, new releases, foreign, adventure, drama, classic, and porn. And apparently somebody put their clothes hanging in there too, because there's a sock, a t-shirt, jeans, and a magnifying glass, I guess? I'm not sure what that is. And workout videos, instructional, more classic, and educational. A monitor and telephone sit on the bright red counter. You grab the handset off of the base unit. The telephone handset is small and light, as you would expect something portable to be. I also like that it's a totally 90s telephone with the one with the antenna that you open and you talk to for a better reception. Well, what's the big deal about this stuff? It smells kind of funny. I understand what the big deal for ignite for dick like a Fritz king. And now he has even less of brain cells, just like me. Apparently I sniffed the glue as well. Anyway. Huh? You stare intently at the alley. I saw somebody there. Just for a second. Somebody was peeking from behind there. Huh. A lone man seems to only inhabitant of this grungy alley. Several pairs of red eyes watch you from dark hiding places. The large buildings surrounding the alley are weathered, worn, and covered with graffiti. The man in the alley seems extremely nervous in your presence. He looks as though he hasn't taken a bath in a year or two. You don't know what the David lifespan is, but he looks ancient. He's wearing some kind of personal stereo. All sorts of trash has been dumped here. This looks like your bedroom on the pig. The refrigerator looks older than the Hermit. Rust has replaced the enamel finish in most places. The hinges also appear to be badly rusted. This could hold a large appliance for shipping or a mid-sized person for sleeping. both us. Can I open the fridge? Not likely, those hinges might as well be welded solid. For the most part, the graffiti on the wall is no different from that which can be found in any city or on any world. However, a few random scribblings like 73766.347 and a PTJT5GA strike you as unusual. There are several good limericks and a candid opinion about the questionable parentage of someone named Bruce. A wave of poetic inspiration comes over you, but after searching your pockets, you realize you forgot to bring your spray paint can. 736.347 Is that OAGAQA? I'm not sure. I mean, it could be 0. I'm gonna put all the possibilities of what that could be. It's G, 0, or O. Can't really tell. Stupid font. You stared intently at the dirt pile. A large vertical support prevents the overhead structure from falling on you. Hi there. Who are you?
I'm a spirit milk. Who are you?
I'm Rex Nebular, space adventurer and cool guy.
Space adventurer? So you're not from around here. Good. I thought of mine. I feel one of the strange women.
He's got a magnificent beard. What are you doing here?
I'm hiding from evil women.
Why aren't there any women around here?
There's a lot of anti-female security systems for the wars that work around here. It's not safe for them in this city.
Can women just use that gender bender thing?
They almost never use that thing to come in here. They hate being men so much that they'd sooner leave this entire city alone than be men, even for a few hours.
War? What war are you talking about?
I'm speaking of the Great Gender War. Almost 100 years ago, the sexes of this planet went to war. It was horrible. I was barely a teenager when it ended.
I guess the women won. How did they do it?
Well, the men perfected the physical side as the women worked on biological stuff. They developed a virus that would kill off all the men on the planet. Worked too. Of course, it also fixed the women so they can't conceive of male children. Now they really need that gender bender to keep the race going.
What does this city have to do with all this?
This is Metropolis, the city of men. It was built a few years into the war as a safe place for men non-combatants to live. Of course, it didn't help much in the end.
Metropolis. Muchpolis. So what do you do here?
I used to walk around and listen to music all day, but my Squawkman hasn't worked in a month or two. I used to have every battery I could find in this whole city. I miss my music a lot.
Do you know anything about a precious vase?
Vase? Well, if it were a rare one, it was probably part of Bill Bigfish's art collection. He was governor here when we lost the war. Word was, he had a pretty decent art collection.
How do you get around? Everything's locked.
It used to be that everyone in the city had an ID card to let them go places. I lost my old one, so I had to make one up. It isn't very good, but it works.
Where is the governor's collection?
The governor lived in the tallest building in the city. His penthouse was the only thing that stuck up above the city rim. I don't think you could get there anymore. That part of the city has fallen apart. Too bad you can't fly.
Do you think I could borrow that ID card?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the ID to keep if you can find me some batteries for this here Walkman.
I'll try to find you some batteries.
Great! I don't get around as easy as I used to. Walking around the city is a real chore these days.
See you later.
Okay, later.
You pry open the battery slot of the handset and discover 2 phone cell batteries inside. The power source for this phone must still be active because it seems to have kept the batteries fully charged. You pocket the phone cells for future reference. Jungle. You study the batteries for a moment and then remember that you never learned how to juggle more than one of anything. Oh. Give them to him. Now he's got his Walkman on.
Well, thanks a lot. I've got my music back. I'm gonna go teleport back to my other home in the woods. I need some fresh air. Here's the fake ID I promised you. If it ain't best fake ID, but it works pretty good around here. Music! Great!
Nice moonwalking, by the way. Let him go. Moonwalking out of here like a cool man. And look at that beard. Magnificent beard.
And I did it! My way!
I mean, even though he's old and he's got his music back, nobody said that he would be a good singer. Did you know that in the future they would still listen to Frank Sinatra? The quality of this ID appalls you. That it may actually work around here strikes you as nothing less than miraculous. Name Bob. ID 1. I'm surprised that he could actually spell that correctly. Identification. Fold. Don't do that. You might need the fake ID to get past some door or even through some important checkpoint. Spindle. You aren't actually quite sure how one goes about spindling something. And why is it an option? I'm not gonna mutilate it. Don't do that. Well, it was interesting to find that there was still one man alive around here. Now to find out where I can use this ID yet. And also I didn't realize that in the turbo toilet said Gigares on it. Passenger cleared. What's our next stop? Williams Bypass. Is that the last one of these places? Yep. I guess we can use the ID at the city security, but let's go check that the bypass. Now, what am I? Go backwards. Dumb. There. Williams bypass. Let's go. Last place to check. Check the end, please. Mitä siinä on, se ei mene läpi? Pitäisi olla ihan yksinkertainen, että pitäisi mennä ihan helposti läpi. Mulla ei kyllä oo mobile peitä, joten tiedä. I think we found the top part of that lovely lady from the Pleasure Dome. The enormous statue stands in front of the police Pleasure Dome and is definitely in the correct proportions. Despite a missing right arm, she still manages to keep your interest for several minutes. You suddenly wish you were 50 feet tall. This enormous strip connects two of the city's upper sections, from where on the surface you assume it was built for wheeled traffic. Police Pleasure Dome. It sounds like your kind of place. The statue in front of it catches your attention. The buildings below include a large dome with a statue in front of it, a small shopping strip, a seafood restaurant, and a few private residences. You look carefully at the city and make a mental note that it is, indeed, a city. Construction and maintenance crews must keep equipment in there. This enormous strip connects to the... The ropes hanging down from the armatures are suspending a boat above a restaurant on the lower level. They are connected to a pair of small winches. You assume the control box on one of the armatures must control the winches. The winches look like they have rusted away. Well, I'm gonna check on them soon. First, I'm gonna check this maintenance building. Take your time, Rex. Open. You aren't planning to do any repairs on the expressway, so you don't bother with the maintenance building. Oh, whatever. A padlock secures the control box door closed. The control box is showing signs of advanced decay, but the padlock, unfortunately, is not. A good thing I've got the padlock key, then. Unlock the control box. Once you remove the lock, the cover of the control box fell off. Being composed mostly of rust, the release lever crumbled in front of you. This caused the winches to release their grip on the rope, sending the boat crashing down onto the street below. Well, that's one easy way to lower a boat. The ropes hanging down from the armatures have slackened since you lowered the boat to street level. They hang loosely below, but because of the hopeless condition of the winches, you cannot pull them back up. Well, let's go check it out. You stare intently at the top of the dome for several minutes. Right from the top of my dome. Check my microphone. Let's see, since we were here, so it's down there. There. Let's go see if we can get the ropes or if there was something in the boat. Something else in the boat that we could get. Sanoo tosiaan, että transaction failed voi olla näitä pop-pankin juttuja, ettei voi epäluotettavasta lähteestä maksaa kortilla suoraan. Mitä se muilla sitten onnistuu ihan niin hyvin? Outoa. No joo, joskus tällaisia. Paskat ei vaan toimi. No sehän on, kato, jotkut pankit ei vaan luota tuohon PayPaliin suoraan. Se on ihan ihme, että ne ei luota siihen. Oh, that's some good mango. You can't take the rope, and even if you could, you would have no way of carrying it around with you. You have successfully lowered the boat onto the street. Now what? I don't know. I guess that was a thing that I could do. I just have no idea why I did it. I thought it was for the rope. But apparently not. Well, let's get back to the security and see if we can get anywhere. The view area is to be divided into 3 main regions. Blah 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 blah. Kiitän kumminkin jo etukäteen veritanssi tästä lahjoituksesta. Eikö se olisi mukava, jos kaikki toimisi niinku vaan? Mitäs muuten tilasit tällä kertaa? Oops. I'm going to use the ID on that thing. Didn't work. What a big surprise. Big surprise. At least we didn't die. Ugh. So how can we improve on that? Supistaa kanarintaa tuplalihalla ja tällä kertaa puuttu juoma. Ristus kun nää osaa kattoo sitä tilasta. Mistä sä tilaat noit ruokia koko ajan, että menee noin pahasti pieleen? Foodera ainoa, joka kuljettaa tähän. Pitää koittaa jatkossa soittaa melkein sinne ravintolaan ihan. Eiks Voltin kautta? Vai onko sulla Voltti? Mä itse hankin Voltia, se on tosi luotettava ollut. Eat at Joe's, it says there on the interface. Actually, I never paid that much attention to the interface. I've seen fish swimming around there too. Niin. Totta kai. Sehän vaikuttaa siihen eniten. Yeah, better not. You just end up getting the fake ID all sticky. I still have the bones and I haven't found a way or a reason to use them anywhere. No mulle se on helppoa, kun mä asun niinku Karakalla jossain Leppävaaran vieressä. Täällä on ravintoloita ihan tuhansittain. Voltista tai Foodorasta saa ihan perkeleistä ruokaa. Ja Voltilla se hyvä puoli, että saa myös kaupasta tavaraa. Huono puoli on taas se, että mulla on kerääntynyt tyhjiä pulloja niin paljon, että mun on pakko mennä kävelen kauppaan. Saa palautettua. Siitä saa sitten ekstra rahnaa. No huomenna oikeastaan pitää tehdä kauppareissa. Loppumassa ruoka. So how do we improve this fake ID? Because it almost worked, but it didn't. This shaft doesn't go too far down, but extends up beyond the limits of your eyesight. You experience a brief flash of acrophobia and decide not to try climbing up the shaft. So I get the feeling I need to get the elevator down here from here. From where you are now standing in the building, where you're now standing, the building appears to be sound. Of course, you can only tell so much by looking at one exterior wall. Greetings, skeleton! You know, you have no need for the skeleton right now. Can I put the bones on the skeleton and see what happens? Alright, never mind that. I'm a bit stuck. Let's look at all the buildings that we've been to and see if any of them actually gives me like a aha moment. Where I can improve the fake ID in some way. At least that feels like that's the thing I should try to do. Just improve the quality of the fake ID. The only one I can think about. The Macho Pro's software. Maybe they have something, or the laboratory, maybe they have something there that can help me. Also, I do have the compact lens now, so I can use this to reflect the laser onto something else. Who knows what? I mean, I haven't never thought of a reason to reflect the laser onto anything. Maybe that something will happen that will be useful for me. You skillfully place the combat case on the pedestal in the path of the laser. You manage to reflect it straight up where it burns its way through the ceiling. And apparently I just cut a pterodactyl in half. Oops. Oh. So that's doing that now. For reasons. I hope something good comes out of this. In the end. I mean, it has to.
I thank you for the lovely donation.
Veritanssi donated 50 euroa.
Oh, it went through. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also, you may have noticed that I have changed the, I did say on Discord that I've changed it from what it was before to something else. Hey, Gabriel. That feeling when you wake up with the birds outside your window and you realize that means you're like 1.5 hours late and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Welcome, Gabriel. I mean, you're gonna check later the VOD. You missed out on Molly's birthday and the new villager. And some funny stuff in this game. I just read that. No need to shave for me, though. Well, you're one of the, yeah, you know, people responsible for it. I mean, it's only if I do meet that, you know, donation goal. That's when it will happen. I'm stuck in the game right now, wondering what the hell I'm supposed to do. I pointed the laser through the... I used the compact mirror to point out the laser. It's now pointing straight up, and I cut a pterodactyl in half with it. Don't know what use that was. And also, I met a hermit. There was a man that I found. I helped him out, and I got this fake ID now. The greatest fake ID ever made. I'm still surprised that the hermit was able to actually spell identification. Kinda does. Kinda does. Oh. Oh, realized my other mistake when I changed the games. There, that's better. Oh, it actually shows what I'm playing here. And we got the DOS frames. I also managed to lower the boat, but no idea what to do with it. I tried to use the ID already on the at the security place on the door, but all I got was a gigantic boxing glove that squished Rex. It didn't kill him, it was just a cartoony moment. But still, the fake ID doesn't work. Will it work here? Going up, please. Up, please. I actually thought that you would play the up please, but you said thanks, because we already are up here. You're standing on what must surely be a maintenance platform above the city. A breathtaking view of the city stretches before you, revealing the bizarre two-level structure in its entirety. Apparently, the entire metropolis was constructed inside an enormous inactive volcano cone. Far below you see the glowing magma which warms the city. Behind you and beyond the rim of the city you can see only ocean. You pause for a moment in awe of this engineering marvel. Not that better. After which you notice that you are standing almost directly over a large statue of a beautiful woman. These probably served some purpose during construction of the city. Time and weather have taken their toll on these outcroppings, in some cases revealing the reinforcing steel beneath. This tall building towers over all the other buildings. It looks like the tallest building in the entire city. That's our goal. That's where the governor lives. That's where he has his art collection. And possibly that's where our boss is. The whole reason we came to this planet. Target acquired. Now we just need to find out how the fuck we're gonna get that other elevator down so we can go up. The rim of the city is obviously the top of the volcano cone. The short section you are standing on has been paved, and you imagine that it must have been a maintenance platform. This is obviously the end of the line for the elevator. The doors have closed, but since you haven't heard any movement, you assume that it is waiting for you. You stare intently at the sky for several minutes. I would never be able to live in a city like this. Hey, there's the laser. You look carefully at the laser beam and make a mental note that it is a laser beam. A nearly complete humanoid skeleton lies scattered about near the teleporter entrance. There are many recognizable bones in this small heap. Half buried in the bones is a small laminated card. Buck naked. Now this is a decent ID. It appears that Buck had a decent security clearance too. For some reason now I really wish and I hope that there out there somewhere in the world there is a real person whose name is Buck Naked. Not a stage name, a real name. But if nobody's using this as a stage name, I'm taking it. This looks like every other teleporter on the planet, although it does seem darker inside than most of the other teleporters. That means it's not working. Is this one of those malfunctioning ones? It doesn't show the number. Huh. You stare intently at the control panel. Yeah, then that should be lit up for on air. Huh. It's not working at all. Alright. It's just completely disconnected. A cone of igneous rock surrounds the rim of the city. The sunlight washes warmly over its pocked blue-purple surface. Obsidian is very pretty. I've actually seen real obsidian. When I was younger, as a kid, one of my friends had a piece of obsidian at their home and they showed it to me. It was very, very pretty. It was also cut so that it was, had a rocky side and a sheen on the other side. Hold that elevator! You know, it'd be so funny if we finally get back to our ship at the end of the game and everything is fixed. Who would have fixed it? I mean, we really haven't made any friends. Because all this time the hamsteroid was hard at work. And that would make sense. The hamsteroid is smart. I bet as soon as we got off the ship, the hamsteroid was like, my time to shine, let's get to work. Time to fix the shit. And open. Hell yeah. Finally. The display case to the right contains several interesting weapons. There is a guard station on the left, complete with all manners of law enforcement equipment. It looks like someone left behind a couple of detonators. You carefully pick up the detonators and put them gingerly in your pocket, making a mental note not to do any jumping jacks for a while. The monitoring equipment looks like it must have been used to keep tabs on various automatic functions of the city. You're quite familiar with the Leamington OK4 photon rifle. It fires a coherent stream of photons at the target, burning it to a crisp. Not a chance. The display case is impenetrable. Cool, you saw one of these on display at a future weapons conference. The exhibition was phenomenal. Ever since then, you always wanted to carry one around in your back pocket. A nuclear slingshot. Not a chance. You're a bit thirsty, but the water looks stagnant. The bottle probably hasn't been changed in at least 100 years. This large wooden box does not appear to have any openings. You would think that the top would lift off, but can't get it to budge. The cabinets are empty. They must have been moving this just before they all went... Where? The bottom displays pertinent information on suspects such as hair color, height, weight, social diseases, etc., etc. You assume that this is where the booking process takes place. Reading you your rights, thumbprinting, taking mugshots. You know the routine. You look carefully at the chair. It's a chair. You look carefully at the guard station. You look carefully at the pipe. You get an eerie feeling that maybe you shouldn't be here. It's the same feeling you had right before you were blown out of the sky. You see the edge of the city and the sky above. You have no need for the water cooler right now. Greetings, warning label. So, we just needed from here, it was the detonators. Attach them to the charge cases. You wire the detonators to the explosives inside the charge cases. You now have a fine pair of bombs. Can I rub him? You gently rub one of the bombs. You rub it some more. You rub it a little harder. The side of the bomb is starting to get shiny, but the nitrate genie still does not make an appearance, so you give up. Spidey want big boom. Just like Jamie did. Be careful with those bombs, and not only do you have a limited supply of them, but you also should consider the consequences of being too near when one goes off. Hello, Bennigan. Actually, that makes sense. Now that I've freed... Okay, now I think I know what to do. I think I know. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I think I know what to do. At least I hope that it's the solution. Because it's a good idea. Let's just see if this idea works. What have you been doing in the meanwhile? Well, first I had fun at Molly's birthday, showed the new villager, then we lowered the boat, got a phone from the video store, no porn. I mean, there was a whole section of porn, but there were so many titles, then we don't even have a player for them. I found a hermit living in an alley. He told the story of what's been going on here. And then I found out that there's a governor, or there used to be a governor who has a art collection, and we're trying to get there now. And I also saw the top part of the Pleasure Dome statue. Also, the hermit gave me the best ID ever. And then I found a real ID card. And I was able to make the charges into bombs. A thought. If you want to blow the viewport up, don't you think you should be able to get away first? Sending the bomb off in your hands would not be good for your complexion. I thought, if you want to blow up, then why don't you think you should be able to get away first? Setting the bomb off in your hands would not be good for your complexion. That thing really wants to eat me. So... Oh, I actually should. I already showed the other people because I got curious about the sniffing. Then again, Gabriel, you ready to see what happens if you sniff polycement, which is basically glue? Hey, extra seeker. No, this happens. Well, what's the big deal about this stuff? It smells kind of funny. I don't understand what the big degree of surface this thing was so that naked video of Moses he could not fit like don't tickle frisky. Oh, I can smell purple. The indicator is giving an indication indicative of something indicating something else. Just what that indication is escapes you completely. And now Rex has even less brain cells in his diminishing brain. Now the question is, how do we blow this shit up? That is what I want to know. And where can I use the rear view mirror? I mean, you would think that I could use it to get... It could... Ooh. I mean, it's right now, so I need to find out where that is. If I can... I got this. Some of the music that I've heard here actually reminds me of XCOM for some reason. No, we are already here. There. That's where I want to go. Oh, so the residential is above Kane's laboratory. So let's see if the laser is there. I don't see any laser. This is gonna be tough. Well, Spidey one big boom. Still do. I mean, if it's not here, it's gotta be somewhere else then. I mean, you would think that I would be able to see the laser because it's pointing straight up.
I thank you for the lovely donation.
Insanefin 2 donated 50
Thank
euroa.
you!
We have seen him without moustache, now let's see how he looks bald.
Moustache? Moustache? Janina! Moustache! Janina! Mitä vittua oikeesti? I mean, I know she sometimes misspells things, or not mispronounces things, but moustache? No, it's a most ache. Or moustache. It's a moustache that I have. But it is true, I have shaved my mustache off before. But now, with the challenge is, I will shave my head if we reach that goal. But thank you, Isefin! Is moustache beefsteak? Yeah, pretty much. No, it was 2 years ago. It was in 2020. As far as I remember. I just don't remember what prompted the, why I did it. I can't remember. But yes, Goblin, as you can see, I changed it from the help with the bill to shave my head. Because now you will get a better reward for helping me out. I'm sure it was some kind of a challenge. Maybe it was that if I get like 50 subscribers... No, the 50 subscribers I did before, and I colored my hair blue. But what was the mustache? I'm sorry, mistake. What was the mistake? I have been bald before. I have. It was 20 years ago. Army, you know. Oh yeah, they did release Hitman 3 on the Steam, finally. It'll be a while before I buy that game. Well, I guess that we're never gonna get this freaking laser. I thought I would need to use the rear view mirror. Unless... I seriously have no idea what I'm doing right now. Just, you know, brainstorming right now. Soon it's dinner time. I'm gonna check on the kitty cats that they have food. Gotta make sure that there's gonna be kitty cats around, you know? And the best way is to check out that they have food. And ha ha ha! Tops has been around again, that fat fuck. Yeah, you fat bastard. Stay away from the food! I need that food to stay so we can have kitty cats during dinner time. Asshole. Can I somehow switch? The laser beam has already been reflected in the other mirror. Alright. But that definitely is telling me that I could... You look carefully at the hole and make a mental note that it is in fact a hole. The laser beam has been deflected up through the ceiling and into whatever is above the slab. Well, I don't know what there is because I can't get to it. You need a shave.
I actually do. Got a little bit of growing here.
I do have to say, we're already halfway through with that donation challenge, and you are such lovely people. You are. You have no idea how amazing you are, and how much I appreciate you. Or maybe you do know. If you don't, well, now you do. Yeah, I would have thought that it would be up there, where the laser is. But we cannot see it from there. And we can see it from a different angle? I mean, not from there. Maybe the bypass? I mean, the bypass really shows the city. I still don't think it's gonna be there. I mean, it's way far away from the lab. Maybe I can walk down the street from Bruce's to get to the laser. Unless the laser is going through Bruce's place? See? There she is. Ugh. Don't mention the coconut. Ugh. Disgusting. The support obediently concerns itself with just its one goal in life, keeping the expressway suspended above the city. This city so vast that getting lost it would be a bad idea. You decide to remain inside of the car at all times. This city so vast that getting lost it would be a bad idea. Also, you know what else is a bad idea? Good grammar. I did some digging on Twitch archive and it was August when you had shaved your moose steak. I just wonder why I did it. What made me decide to shave my moose steak? That's what I'm wondering, Insane Friend. Still can't remember why. I mean, it has to have been some kind of a challenge. There wasn't earlier videos available. Kuules Bänegen kulta, mä näytän tältä aina. Tän paremmaksi mun viikset ei mene. Niin, et kiitti, että haukuit mua just amikseksi. Mä tuun myöhemmin repii sun pään irti. Ah, there it is. The laser beam is extremely dangerous. You had better be careful where you walk. Whatever you mean. Darn it. Laser beam has carved a hole in the floor and a corresponding hole in the ceiling. You see a reflection of the laser beam. It doesn't look too different than the original laser beam, just backwards. Not on the wall, put it on the laser beam. Reflect. Laser beam. I guess I cannot use this to reflect it from here. I don't know. Throw the rear mirror at laser beam. There's really no need to throw the rear view mirror at the laser beam. Besides, if you start throwing things around, you might break them. No, not the bombs to this laser beam. No, we need to blow up the window. Well, use rear view mirror to reflect laser beam, but it doesn't do that. It just reflects like backwards. So I guess I'm gonna have. I guess the rear view mirror is used to look at something if we find like a message or something backwards. A 50 sub goal, just like when I did with the hair color. It was the same thing then. And if we get to 50 subs, I'll shave my mustache. Mistake. But now the challenge is shave my head. Still 10 days to go. We'll see if it will happen. But isn't it nice that many of you already had donated, you know, quite a lot of funds, and then out comes NordVPN and hey, we'll take that money. It's like, no, it's not for, oh, fuck's sake. It was not for NordVPN, but here it comes, the automatic 1 year subscription fee. Like, ugh. All of the money for a better cause lost. Ugh. So what the fuck am I supposed to do then? So if I'm not gonna put them on the window itself, it's gotta be somewhere where I need to put them, the bombs. I get the feeling that if I put the bombs somewhere where I need to put them, I can then go and use the rear view mirror on the laser beam to aim it at the bombs, so I can blow them up from a safe distance. How about the specimen epithet? No. On the ledge. Well, I'm not trying to set them off here. I'm just putting them down there so I can throw something at them. Idiot. Or use a timer module on the bombs. How about that? You hook the timer module onto the end of the bomb and wire it to the detonator. This should now function as a crude time bomb once you activate the timer module. Alright, set it. You should find a good place to put it first. Setting the timer and then finding a place to put it could be an extremely stressful experience. Oh, I'm sorry. Now put the time bomb on the ledge. You carefully place the time bomb on the small ledge in front of the window. You set the timer for 5 minutes, but get a little nervous when the timer jumps from 4:49 to 4:02. So that's a 0 then. This timer must be a little flaky. You should probably seek safety now. Don't worry, I know where to go. Because I have an idea. Seems that Shave My Head has better profit margins than I must pay 500 bill, else I get creamed. Yep. I mean, it's an enticing for you guys to actually see you get a reward for such a lovely amount of donations, you know? It works much better than just, hey, help me pay a bill. I mean, in the end, you help me out, but then also you guys will get a really funny reward. Now what? Push the boat? You shovel on the boat. Nothing in particular happens. Pull the boat. You grab on the boat and yank on it a few times. Open the boat? You can't think of any way to get this particular boat open. How about pull on the rope? Put the rear mirror on the that rope. Put the rear mirror on boat. All right. So if this is not the place where I needed to go, I mean, it hasn't blown up yet. So maybe I go to the bypass and wait for it to float up there. I mean, the boat is the obvious answer for this. But I guess I need to go to the bypass. To the bypass after all. Because it's right above. So, how come it hasn't blown up yet? Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Who has taken my space modulator? If this was a Sierra game, you would have to wait for 4 minutes doing nothing. Yeah, I mean it is a timer, but it's supposed to go faster than normal, as we saw. So it should have blown up already. What if I drive back there? What if it will kill me? If I just go back there, it's like, anything happening? At least we'll get a funny death if that's the case. Oops. I mean, I'm playing this on easy, so saving doesn't really matter. Because when I die, it just starts from there. From the same scene. It's like it has its own checkpoints. I mean, that's how it's been working. Every time I died, it just loads up from the checkpoint. You look carefully at the time bomb and make a mental note that it is a time bomb. Can I take the time bomb? You carefully disarm the time bomb and slip it back into your pocket. Okay. Am I supposed to stay here somewhere then? Any day now. I'm wondering if this even blows until conditions are met. Would it be the first game? True, true. But I wanna see a death. I haven't had a death in a while. I just wanna see a gruesome, explosive, gory death. We haven't had one in this whole place. I mean, when I used the fake ID, I got crushed by a boxing glove, but it was cartoony. I was expecting to go, but no, I didn't even die there. Lame. Greetings, Viewport. Great, just great. Now you're trying to talk to inanimate objects. Pretty soon you'll be giving the door to the ceiling and trying to close the chair. A free hint, try talking to something that at least stands a chance of talking back. How about the indicator? It's got a human shape. Greetings, indicator. You don't want to look at another air vent for the rest of your life. What, had enough of vents in the prison? Are you, monster, trying to hint at that the time bomb is not working because you seem to be pointing at it all the time? I mean, I'm sure it's been 4 minutes by now. It's definitely been 4 minutes and it hasn't blown up. Ugh. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Maybe you're supposed to put the regular bomb next to the time bomb. Out the regular bomb. You needed to oot two bombs. I don't know if I needed to oot. Well, let's try it. Put time bomb on the ledge. Then put the bomb on the ledge. Put the bomb on the time bomb. Alright. Well, I don't want it. How about we apply the time bomb? Okay. Should I look up a hint? Because I can't think of anything. Obviously, it feels like that I should look up a hint at this point. Still thinking before I look up a hint. What could, if I could come up with something? I mean, I'm taking down the boat. I don't have anything to cut the ropes with, but they're all frailed anyway, so I'm assuming that when we blow shit up, the boat will just float anyway. And I would have thought that once we get to the boat, if the explosion happens, and we can just float away. At least we have an option of looking for hints instead of going for a use everything with everything in every screen rampage. Yep. Apparently, also doing that wouldn't solve anything. I've apparently missed out on something very simple. Something that should be, you know, obvious to do. But I didn't do it because it wasn't obvious at all. No, wait, this is not where I'm supposed to go. Damn it. Well, anyway, let's have a ride, and then ride more. The thing why this is not working is because we don't have the reason to do it yet. We need a reason to be blowing shit up. I mean, we pretty much have a reason, but we don't have the full reason for it. Because I missed out on something. Just one thing can be crucial. If you miss it, then nothing will happen. Pretty much. Missing a condition, indeed. That's what we're missing. It's just something that never occurred to me that I could have done. I just forgot that I have that option. Going up, please. I mean, I did look at that little tall building, which the hermit said that this is where the governor lived. And he had the art collection there. But I need to use the binoculars to look at it. To confirm that that is the place I need to go to. See? There's the boss that we're going for. Nice pictures. That's what we're here for, that boss. So now we have a reason to blow shit up. Because now we know where the boss is. So now let's try that time bomb. Apparently also the one who wrote all the hints said there was a read this first. And it says that this is the most complex puzzle in the game. Getting to that tower. Seems to be complex of a puzzle. I don't think it's that complex. I mean, we're already pretty much there, right? Right? I mean, we got the time bomb, we got everything. All I gotta do is just put it there, wait for it to blow up, and then go sail on the boat. I would assume because the laser is, you know, shooting upwards, we can use, if we are stuck in the boat in some ways, and that sea creature is still after us, we can lure it towards the laser beam and it will cut it in half, or just, you know, kill it that way. At least it seems like the laser beam is a failsafe at this point. There you are, my friend. Now blow up, please. I wonder if now I go to the boat, the explosion will happen. Hopefully so. If not, then I'm gonna look up the next hint. Just to see what we're missing. I mean, you would think that I've done everything else already, right? I constructed the time bomb, put it in its place because I figured out I need to flood this whole place. I've taken down the boat and now I just need to get in the boat. Okay. Alright. What am I missing? So I was missing an item. There. You grab the fishing rod from the wall, bend it around itself a few times, and carefully stuff it into your pocket. You sincerely hope that rod doesn't choose to expand unexpectedly, like in grade school, and destroy your pants. Then we got mad. What kind of a person would try to cast fishing rod at wall? Perhaps you'd better scrape some brain tissue into a cup and think of something else. Why would you want to do a wretched thing like that? Oh, I needed to disassemble. You pop over the case and remove the fishing line cassette. There's a lot of fishing line on this cassette. Probably several hundred yards of micro-thin fiber. Attach the fishing line to the rope. Or maybe to the boat, actually. You know, have nothing to tie the line to right now, so there's no point picking up the loose end. Maybe now I can go to the bypass and there's gonna be an explosion. Kaboom. I mean, that's what I got from the hint, that you get the fishing rod. That we needed for the boat. But I guess the explosion needs to happen first. Well, I can see that the main goal is that we need to flood the city, and that is to blow up the window. And we have the time bomb for it, but we're still missing something because it hasn't blown up yet. I guess that we're just missing some preparations in order to get this to happen. I just can't figure out what. Okay, so reading all those hints, I've done everything so far, you know, well enough. I'm just missing something. Still can't figure out what. Let's go get the time bomb. I'm gonna grab that and then read more to see if I'm missing something else. Like, what is it that I'm missing from this? gotta be something. I mean, there has to be. Some small detail is keeping us from blowing this shit up. I mean, I'm sure that once we've got all the preparation done, then we put down the time bomb and it's gonna blow up. Hopefully I haven't bugged out anything. That's my only fear. Hey there, monster friend. I'm just here to pick that up. Actually, dinner time would be a good time to read up on this. Read the rest of the hints. Right? Use the dinner time as an opportunity to read upon. So let's do it now, shall we? We'll check up on the kitty cats once I come back with food. I just wonder what am I gonna get? Should I get some noodles and stuff that I made today earlier? Or some casserole? Which one should I get? Casserole or self-made noodles and, well, not self-made, but noodles and wieners. Noodles. Well, noodles always works. I mean, why not? Let's get some more noodles. Ding 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 da da da. Just enough for one meal. I mean, it's just very basic. I made some noodles and I made slices of hot dogs in there as well. That's it. Very simple. And a little bit of spices to add some flavor to it. But while the food is warming up, it's kitty cat's time. Oh no, the cats have escaped. Well, we got quite the assembly. First off, we got the Snowball just sleeping in there. But then we got quite the assembly on the Kotats. We got Pumpkin on the top, and then Bolt on the left, and what was your name? I can't remember the one on the middle. What is your name? Can't remember. Gozer? Oh, Breezy. And Gozer is a bit different looking, but it's Breezy. So it's Pumpkin, Breezy, and Bolt just hanging together. All just hanging out. Let's see if I can get more kitty cats to arrive if I upgrade the food a little bit. Now that's some proper cat food. It's gonna be yum yums. Let's check on later if there's gonna be more kitty cats. I mean, with that food, there's definitely gonna be more kitty cats. We might even see the special ones. I mean, her Meownie might be there. Never know. Very familiar music. Cold. Oh. These are cold. No, cold. The exact opposite. Because I'm gonna carrying these. They're super cold. Froze my freaking hand. Ooh. Isn't it surprising how Mondays are always the days when there's least people here wanting to watch the stream? I mean, we haven't seen more cats. Well, more cats is not gonna be around for a while. I'm sure of it. But we haven't seen the Zelda. We haven't seen... has even Famine been around? Almost feels like lately I've been losing more and more of our regular visitors. I mean, we haven't seen Whiskey Carpa here in a long while. I wonder what happened to him. I'm seeing him in the Red Bull streams, but not here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it or anybody. I mean, the only thing I could do if I see Whiskey Carpa again in a Red Bull stream, I could ask him like, why aren't you watching me anymore? Could ask him just out of curiosity. You know, just to ask slightly like, I haven't seen you in my streams in a long while. What happened? I mean, we haven't even seen Gunfutsu today. Am I losing my viewer base or something? Yeah, Mew is in college. I do see her sometimes log in GOG, but I've never really messaged her. I mean, I could message her at some point when I see her logging into GOG and ask her if she just can't watch my streams anymore. Fuzzy pickles. Monday is always quiet, in general. There's a Zelda. No, nothing wrong. Just reminiscing about some people, you know, come and gone from the streams. You know, that kind of situation happening. I wonder where I could put this donation on the logo. Make it like a 50-50, like there. There's the donation and there's dinner time on the upper right. Yeah. That'll work. It's like a temporary solution to have that donation link there up there all the time. But it's understandable that Zelda comes in late because he said got work. I mean, there's the time when he comes back home. I do wonder if we're gonna see more cats in a while. Because apparently, according to Discord, he's in a, you know, in a bad mood. Or a bad place right now. Got the do not disturb sign. And it says that he's currently under some anxiety attacks. So hopefully he'll recover soon. At least I hope so. Everybody hates anxiety. He's still recovering and he's been worrying about his arm, at least last I talked with him. Huh? Well, when it comes to his arm, all he has to do is just take it easy, you know. That's all he can do, is just sit back, relax, and not use his arm that much. And possibly keep it on a sling. Still keep it on a sling, you know, to remind him that, oh yeah, it's still broken. The cats have multiplied. I told you it would work. See, now we got a butt over there. There's macchiato in the headspace. Whose butt is that? Ah, it's Sunny. Who else we got here? We got Coco, Bandit, and Lexi also on the other side. That's Bandit, there's Coco, and that's Lexi. I told you that putting up better food would entice more of them to come around. I know how the game works. Hey, did you... I've actually never seen the high anxiety movie. A little while ago, I did rewatch the Dracula movie, the Mel Brooks one. What was it called? You know, the one with Leslie Nielsen. Dead and Loving It. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't like it. I even went into the movie like, I don't remember liking this movie that much. And once it was over, I was like, yeah, now I remember why I didn't like this movie. I just didn't like it. To me, definitely not one of Mel Brooks's. Mel Brooks's, you know, best quality. Now back to the game. Can't decide my favorite though. Somewhere between Many Tights, Silent Movie, Blazing Saddles, and Spaceballs. Well, there's another great Mel Brooks movie called The Producers. I mean, he's not in the movie, but it's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. And I'm talking about the original The Producers, not the remake. Before we go into the game, let's see what I've missed. So there was something on the bypass that I missed. At least I got the stuff for it. Springtime for Williams bypass. I mean, out of all of those, I would have to be between Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs being the ultimate favorite. I did rewatch Men in Tights a while back as well. Still a good movie, but it's not to me, it's not one of the greatest. But it's a great movie though. Am I supposed to use the armature then? You don't need to tie the fishing line to the armature. Do I need to attach it to it then? No. Tie it to that? No. I mean, apparently there's something here that I can use. Well, it's not the statue. Well, I just wanted a hint to go, you know, to walk forwards. But I still want to figure things out myself on where I need to use this. Or how I need to use this. But if I can't figure it out, then I'll read the whole fucking thing. Because that would be the moment when I really do give up. Like right now. This is not working. So what am I doing wrong? If you're thinking of young Frankenstein. So there's a fishing line you can take. Okay, so this is the last step before we blow shit up. Alright, so that's good to know. I really need to rewatch Young Frankenstein. It's been a long time. Because I don't remember much about it. So there is supposed to be a hook here somewhere that I can tie the fishing line to. Rust has almost completely destroyed the innards of the control box. You are not going to be able to do any more with this pile of corroded junk. So where is this hook that this hint mentioned? The ends of the heavy rope are secured to the winches. Doth thine eyes spotteth a hook somewhere around here? If you're low, you don't know where to go. Why don't you go where fashion sits? Where the fuck do I put this face on the face? It says in the hand. There's a hook conveniently placed on the high walkway. Where? Where is it? Am I at the wrong spot or something? I mean, if this is not the spot, then... There's no hook here. I'm gonna try something. And I'll get an idea. I have an idea. It's gonna be stupid, but it's the only thing I can think of. If it's not here, where we are right above the whole thing... then it has to be up on that freaking wall, the volcano edge. If only the hint would specify exactly where you need to go, but it doesn't. Worst hint ever. Where's the hint walkthrough ever? There it is. A sharp metal hook protrudes from the rightmost pylon. The weather has rusted most of the metal away. Now tie this on the hook. Whee! You skillfully tie the fishing line to the metal hook and then toss the fishing line towards a large statue below. Exactly, Gabriel. Exactly. Ugh. And now we gotta get all the way back to the boat. There's so much going back and forth in this with the car. It's so annoying. Because the car is so goddamn slow and we cannot even skip the cutscene. At least I haven't been able to. Well, then again, like I said, the hint doesn't describe exactly where to go, which one. It doesn't say bridge or walkway. So I assume because that is right above where the boat is, that's where the hook would be. But apparently not. No, it won't skip. Nothing skips it. We need to fucking always fucking watch this fucking fuck. See what I mean? About hating having to go back and forth in this place. The fishing line you threw from the maintenance platform is hanging down in front of the restaurant. That really is one freaking long fishing line. You take a moment to look through your possessions. Well, excuse me, I'll pick it up then. And attach the fishing line to the boat. There. Now we're ready to blow shit up. Now that we have finally completed everything that we needed to do here, we can finally get our kaboom. It better be something awesome. I'm expecting awesome, and I'm sure I'm gonna get lame. Well, you missed out most of the game, so it has lots of great humor. This seems to be just the most annoying part of it. I mean, I've already looked at all the items and you've missed out on the descriptions. So welcome to the most tedious part of the game, Zelda. You missed out on a great game. I mean, otherwise this game has been great. Just this part is annoying. We see lots of gore and violence. Even saw boobs at the beginning. I mean, pretty much what you said, Bannikin, is, you know... I mean, you should really think about what you're gonna write, because that is kind of insulting to women, towards women, although I know you didn't mean it to be. Now, where's the kaboom? We want that kaboom. Bruh. Well, all you need to know is that we crash landed on this planet when we came here to find out about some precious boss that our boss wants to get us to get for him. And this place is ruled by women because there was a gender war and the women won. And this is a ghost metropolis that was filled with men. But they all dead. And that's the scanner is to see if it's a man or a woman behind the wheel, and it won't allow women to drive. Very annoying, yeah. I mean, I never would have figured out that I do need to get the fishing rod and disassemble it to get the fishing line and then go up on the edge of the fucking volcano to throw the fishing line down in order to tie it up to the boat. Because apparently the boat would float away if I don't tie it up. And also the time bomb won't blow up. But now we can go up there and watch the explosion. Where's the kaboom? Is it here? Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? God damn it! There it is. Well, I didn't say that I was expecting awesome, but it's going to be lame. I just didn't expect it to be that fucking lame. Though all this time, when I've had those charges ever since from the women's fortress, I've had them in my pocket, and the game has been warning me to walk carefully and be extremely careful because it's volatile stuff that I've got in my pockets. And that's the explosion! And also, breaking that one window would not fill up a fucking volcano this fast! It would take weeks to fill up this fucking volcano. Hey, don't worry, it's video game logic, it's filled, we can move on. Not bad. The boat managed to stay upright during the flooding and is now floating just out of reach. The fishing line has become hopelessly tangled. It looks like you aren't going to be doing any fishing with this thing. You stare intently at the fishing line for several minutes. The boat is docked at the maintenance platform. Your boat and you, Johnson. Ah, the monster! There. That certainly didn't accomplish much. In fact, let's just pretend you didn't do it. He's got the worst throwing arm in the world. Monster is right there, and he throws it 20 feet away from it. Looks like it bounces off of the monster's head. Oh yeah, it does. But still, I like to think it's much funnier that he throws it and it... Oops. You really don't need to do that. And also, why am I dropping frames now? I'm suddenly dropping frames. What's happening? Steam? Are you downloading something? Like an update? No. Why is it all red? Hang on, guys. There's something happening. And I need to figure out what. Let's see if it will stabilize. Hey, Swede. Okay, it seems to have calmed down. Good. I only dropped 275 frames, so... no worries there. It's not crashing, Swede. That was just a little bit of a hiccup on the on my... well... well, we are dead, so let's try that again. Throw bones at it? Finally, we had a use for a bone. It's gonna choke on it, right? Yeah, it's choking on it. The bone is stuck in its neck. Throw the other bone? No? Okay. Well, we're dead. Maybe I need to... I've got an idea. I have an idea. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Finally, we have a use for the bones that we've been carrying since the friggin' beginning. What? The bones are gone! Oh, fuck you. I was trying to do that, but apparently now my freaking bones are gone because I fed them to that fucker already. They're currently sharing the water with a large, hungry-looking cyclopic beast. You may want to do something instead of just sitting there like an hors d'oeuvre. Well, I'm gonna reload, yeah. I just want to see what the text says about the monster. This could be trouble. This is the same beast that expressed an interest in your nutritional value at the viewport in the city. He seems to be trying to decide if you're an appetizer or an entree. You should probably act with haste. I bet you that gluing the bomb to the bone is not gonna work. He's just gonna say, but now you're gonna make it all sticky. Where are the bones? Oh, there they are. For a moment, I thought that they were gone again. See? I end up getting the bones all sticky. Anybody got any idea? The bomb just bounces off of his head. He just eats the bones. We're dead. I tried that already. I am completely out of ideas too. Greetings, sea monster. I still get a feeling that the laser beam is somewhere. Maybe I can just steer away from this. Maybe. At least I hope I can. I hope. Can I go back? Is it gonna follow me? Apparently not. No laser beam. I would have thought that it would still be active somewhere. Maybe you're supposed to go around the sea monster while it's busy eating. There's an idea. I don't need the bones. I've got already bones. I don't think I can take these. Don't get greedy, you already have 2 bones. See? I knew it. Although it's not really munching on the bones. It just, you know, swallows them immediately. So it's not much of a distraction. But I'll try it. Throw the bone and immediately click on the tower. See what happens. Yeah, thought so. Thought as much. Maybe we throw first 1 bone. Now that I've thrown 1 bone, maybe now I can use the poly cement, apply that to the 1 bone. Oh. Well, fuck you, game. No, we've gone to the more annoying parts now, Swede. This game has become very annoying right now. I mean, it was still awesome, you know, before we got to this part. I mean, we are getting towards the end of the game, but these are so tedious and annoying to figure out. Okay, how do we get rid of the fucking monster? Gotta look up a hint. How do I get past the sea monster? Don't worry, sweet. I've already flipped my lid. Just internally. It's already happened.
Son of a bitch!
We have fallen to the trap of Sierra games. Can you guess what kind of a Sierra game trap we might have fallen at this point? Yes! Missed out on something extremely important at the beginning of the game. Like, super important. Now I'm just trying to search for ways of cheating. If there is a way that I can teleport or somehow make things to appear. Hey Lisa, how are you? Nope, Banniken, it is impossible to do. I would have to play this game all the way from the beginning. I cannot walk to the beginning. There is no way of returning to the place where I need to get the item. No way. Besides, I cannot even leave this area anymore. Because I flooded the whole place. We're stuck. Completely. There's no returning. This is like a point of no returning to anywhere. Nope. I don't have any early saves. Besides, like I said, I would have to play this game all the way from the beginning, Banniken. All the way from the beginning. I would have to play this game for another fucking 6 or 9 hours in order to get back to the spot. Because I missed out on one fucking item. a chicken. It is the very beginning, Bennigan. The extremely beginning. No, not the turkey, Gabriel. A chicken. Remember that one screen that I went to and I got kicked in the balls? I should have gone to that screen again, because that's where the chickens were. And I was supposed to get one of the chickens. But there would be a way to cheat. But there is no list anywhere to help me out with this cheat. I mean, I could get the chicken at this point by cheating. But I cannot find the help that I need. I'm working on it. You don't need to look up anything, Gabriel. I'm working on it. I found some help already, but I'm not haven't found the exact help that I need. Oh, you weren't looking up anything. Oh, sorry. I thought you were. Why would this game do this to us? Why did it have to have some bullshit Sierra game bullshit with bullshit? This kind of bullshit with the bullshit? Why doesn't anything... I hate this. This sucks. It's all the same bullshit everywhere. It's just the same shit. Fucking son of a fucker, the fuck. Alright, get a few tricks up my sleeve. It's gonna be, this is the greatest. This is the greatest freaking stream today. It's fucking awesome. Yes. Now, I think it is what I'm looking for. That one, maybe. Son of a bitch. No, I don't want that. No. Why does anything have the fucking fuck? Well, it's gonna be just a freaking crapshoot then. Ugh. Cheating enabled for your convenience. I mean, now I could teleport items into my inventory, but I don't know what number the fucking chicken is, because there's nobody has listed none of the fucking items. So it's just a crapshoot. Don't even bother, Gabriel. I searched with the 3 different types of ways and nothing. I've opened up like 6 different walkthroughs, nothing. They only show the rooms that I can teleport to, but none of them have the item IDs, the item numbers for anything. All I know that number 2 is my inventory, so I can move the chicken to my inventory easily. But there's just no idea what the object number is. Because none of them tell me. So all I do this, there, object, what number? I don't know. I don't know what 16 is. Location 2. There, now I got the security card. Now I got the security card moved from the top of my inventory to the bottom of my inventory. So I know that that is number 16. All right. If that's the security card, I get that from... I'm gonna try like 22 to 2. Alien liquor. All right. So that's much later. I am cheating, Swede. That's what's happening. I am cheating. How about the 20 to location 2? Oh, that's the time bomb. How about then object number 50? 2. That's a note. How about object number the 39 to 2 detonators? All right. How about object number 3 to 2? That's a stuffed fish. Object number 4 to 2. 5. 6. Big leaves? How the fuck did I find big leaves? Large green leaves barely fit in your pockets. They have strong veins and look like a bit like a spinach leaves. Oh yeah, I did find those. Totally forgot them. They're at the beginning of the game. Then a 7. Poison darts. 8. Plant stalk. 9. Blowgun. 10. Twinkie fruit. We're getting there. Well, there it is. It's 12. Remember that, number 12. I just restored the game. Hey, Targor. Number 12 to 2. Chicken. This juicy golden brown roasted chicken makes your mouth water. So apparently we get that from the first line in somewhere. And that's what we needed. So we put the bomb in the chicken. In a fit of frustration, you jam a bomb into the chicken. You are now the proud owner of a chicken bomb, and you can't wait to light this baby off somewhere and watch the drumsticks fly. That's what we're gonna do here. That's what you need. The chicken bomb for the monster. There. Just wanted to give my opinion. This ending is the worst. So far, before we got to Metropolis, I mean, even Metropolis had lots of funny moments, but once we got to these final fucking puzzles, this game went crashing down. I mean, up until now, it has been a great game. I've really enjoyed this, but fucking hell, this ending. So bad. Miss one item, and you have to replay the whole fucking game. It's like playing early Sierra games. You miss one item from the beginning, you cannot play the game through. Space Quest 1. It's not in its ass. That is definitely in its throat. What kind of a chicken have you seen? At least we got the chicken bomb now, and we can kill this thing so we can actually end the game. Ugh. No, you look at the chicken again. Well, here it actually is in the ass. But in this 3D model, it's up in the neck. I think the artists weren't communicating well enough between each other. Oh. Die, you fucker! Finally. Great! Did you see that? That monster certainly won't be bothering you anymore. You wipe a lymph node from your cheek and remove a piece of tongue from your seat and sit back down. Go. You're getting closer to the building where you thought you saw the boss. Oh, hey, what? Get back there. Get back out there. Get back now. Fucking slow loading fucker. I'm not missing out on a bottle. The small piece of jetsam bobs on the surface of the water. Take it. Being careful not to tip the boat, you reach over and pick up the bottle. This dirty old bottle had the audacity to be floating around without a message in it. Let's make it half full. You scoop some water into the bottle, being careful to fill it only halfway up. The bottle feels heavier now, but not so heavy as to make it difficult to carry. I mean, I saw it on the hints that halfway. I am extremely pissy at the game, Lisa. Extremely pissed off. Like, super pissed off. I missed out on one item from the beginning of the game, and I would have had to play the whole game from the beginning if there wasn't any cheats. But gladly there were cheats, and I was able to find the item so we can actually play the game to the end. So yeah, I am very pissy at the game right now. I bet the game ending is going to be super lame. You assume that this ornate parlor must have belonged to someone wealthy and powerful. Beautifully painted portraits adorn the walls, rare porcelain pieces shit on small custom shelves, and in the middle of it all, a unique-looking vase sits on a majestic pedestal. All this trouble just for that shit. Hooray. Although pretty, this vase does not match the description Colonel Stone gave you. Three hand-painted oil paintings grace the northern wall of the room. There appears to be a family resemblance between these gentlemen, but you do not recognize any of them. There are nameplates beneath each portrait. From left to right, they read Spatacious T. Bigfish, W. Whitepipe Bigfish, and Benjamin D. Post Bigfish. The devious looks in their eyes convince you that these portraits represent 3 generations of politicians. And also, white pipe is what I need to type to put the cheats on. Control and then control down and then type in white pipe. That activates the cheats. You look carefully at the chair. Black and white tiles interlock to form the solid marble floor. A lovely violet crystal vase sits atop of the decorative pedestal. This is it! You're elated to finally be within arm's reach of Colonel Stone's precious vase. Light scintillates through the lavender-colored crystal. Alright, let's put the pop bottle in place of the vase. Alright, let's not do that then. You have become completely familiar with the teleporters. It is obviously a privately owned... This unit, however, it is the most tastefully decorated teleporter you have seen. It is obviously a privately owned unit. Several portraits of porcelain pieces decorate the walls of this lavish parlor. You can't help but feel that there is something odd about the decorated metal studs that line the tops of the wall. I've never heard of white pipe either. And it's not white, it's wide pipe. At last, after all you've been through, you finally have your hands on Colonel Stone's precious base. The many possible uses for 75,000 Galactars flash through your head. A new ship, Lolita, a lifetime supply of firewood, Lolita. The pedestal appears odd without the vase sitting on it. The beautiful lavender vase is worth a lot of money to you. After all you went through to get hold of it, you wouldn't want to drop it. Break it. You quickly reconsider this act. You have plenty of things you can spend 75,000 Galactars on. That won't work, the bottle is far too light. Alright. 9533. I wonder where I need to go now. I would assume that this is where I need to go, because that's where my ship is. Remember this place? Where I wouldn't have gotten the chicken from? And she's still stuck down there. I'm actually curious now, where do we get that chicken from? I know I shouldn't go out here just to find the chicken, but I'm curious. No, that was a turkey, not a chicken. And the walkthroughs has specifically said first island. And this is the first island. Not inside the spaceship or anything. They meant this place, this area, this island. See, there's chickens here. See? And apparently there's also a shark in the river. So I get the feeling I needed to use the gender bender, then come all the way back here as a woman to get the chicken. Would that have ever occurred to you, even as a slight, idea that is what you need to do? That when you gender bender yourself, it's like, oh yeah, there was that one woman that kicked me in the balls because I was a man. What if I now go back there? Let's see what would happen. Never? Yeah, me neither, because I didn't think of it. This fucking game, seriously. This fucking game. This fucking game. Awesome at start, great in the middle, fucking awful at the end. Now you better have a funny ending. Otherwise, I'm going to destroy you. I'm not just gonna delete you from my computer, I'm gonna fucking burn you to death from my computer. Okay. I mean, I wasn't even sure if this was the place I needed to go to. Let's see. How do we get off this fucking planet then? You stare intently at the trees. No, I was supposed to look at the bird. That's what made the noise. Whatever. At least I know I went to the wrong place. The monitor provides useful information about the local airspace. You're surprised that it is still operating. Wait, if these readings are correct, then that large ship that shut you down is still up there. You're going to have to get past that ship to get off this planet. He recognized the equipment around here as being essential to a small airfield. The radar screen and the anti-grav control panels are dead giveaways. The only items of interest on the wall are an eye chart, a control panel, and a large radar monitor. They must have used this to administer vision tests to spacecraft pilots. You give the chart a quick glance and are pleased to see that you still have 20/20 vision. You stupid. No, you stupid. You look carefully at the anti-grav controls and make a mental note that they are in fact anti-grav controls. Well, at least we're through the annoying parts. The public address speaker remains quiet. You're thankful for this because, judging from its size, it would make a great deal of noise. The door is currently closed. Wires, ducts, and girders cover the ceiling. Apparently, the builders left it unfinished. This ship is in sad shape. A tree grew through it at some point in its history, destroying most of the engine components. This ship is not going anywhere. The bushes are thick and impassable. They seem to be a predominant form of vegetation on this part of the planet. This launch pad does not appear to be in good shape. In fact, the tree has grown straight through it. The same tree has also caused irreparable damage to a small spacecraft that was sitting on it. The trees here closely resemble the trees you saw on the island near your crash site. Perhaps you are not too far from there. The sky is blue and cloudless. Can I do anything with the ship? You can't think of any way to get this particular ship open. There's another launch pad over there with a ship sitting on it. Maybe it's in a better shape. Ooh. That may have once been some kind of an air traffic control tower. It is difficult to determine the original layout of the spaceport since the native vegetation has covered most of it. Wow, now this is a neat ship. It's got a warp coil, quad laser cannons, collider's defense screens, and a conventional thruster pack that really packs a wallop. This ship is in good shape. The launch pad here is in much better shape than the one to the west. No trees have grown through it, and the bushes seem to have kept clear, and the ship sitting on it looks as if it's in reasonably good condition. It's a tiny ship. After spending a moment examining the controls, you are confident that you could fly this ship. The instrumentation appears to be in working order. You're confident that you could pilot this craft. There is a small fracture in the ship's canopy. It may still be airworthy, but you would feel nervous taking the ship into hard vacuum in this condition. I know what to do with that. Apply this to that hole. You squirt a large blob of polycement into the deepest section of the crack. The cement hardens almost instantly. You're confident that your handiwork will allow you to fly through space without losing cabin pressure. Well, let's hope so. Through the glass you can see the trees in the distance. After spending a moment examining the controls, blah 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 blah. And I also like it that they're talking about instruments, and on the right side you have a piano pad. You look carefully at the service panel and make a mental note that it is in fact a service panel. There's the shield modulator. Oh, oops. Life support module. It would be unwise to remove the life support module. Well, there's the shield modulator, and this is the target module. There, we've fixed it. I think. Good thing we carried those from the beginning. Glancing at the status panel, you learn that you have a full tank of fuel, that the warp coils are in good shape, and that you are sitting in a 1 gravity field. You stare intently at the throttle for several minutes. Whoever once owned this ship was prepared for long journeys. Well, good to know that it's also a toilet. The seat is quite comfortable. You have been wanting one of these sports models for some time, but never seem to have the money. Well, good thing we don't have the money. We got this one for free. You shove on the throttle. Nothing in particular happens. Maybe you should push on it a few more times, just in case though. I'm gonna pull on it. You give the throttle a few pulls, then realize that this ship was designed for low gravity or null gravity launches. You're sitting in full gravity, so the ship isn't going anywhere. So that's what the timer is for. It takes the gravity off. So all I can do right now is go back, turn on the thing, and then run back so we can leave. Whoop. Poor creature. At least now it knows what it feels like to fly. At least for one time in its life, it felt, you know, how it is to fly. Too bad it's gonna come crashing down. See? Apparently, some small animal wandered into the anti-grav beam when you turned it on. When the timer ran out and the beam turned off, the poor thing came down hard. Hey look, a 6-chambered heart. Neat! So, what do I need to do? Okay. So we need to go back and put it on remote. It looks like the remote control for that your audio tape player, except that it only has one button. You pick up the odd-looking remote control and put it in your pocket. This odd-looking remote control has only one button on it. It also has a small inscription on the side, "Please return to Golden Pipe Spaceport." This launch pad... This launch pad does not appear to be in good shape. In fact, the tree has grown straight through it. The main tree has caused to be repaired at a small space. Yes, I did read that already. So now that we got the remote, I can use that to make us launch. Because instead of a timer... Beep. Now I can use the remote to activate the low gravity. So much more convenient. The question is, how did the remote end up in the tree? I mean, the tree grew from the... Oh, maybe they had it in the middle of the spaceship. Can I actually activate it while I'm here? Just for shits and giggles? Let's end this. It would be safer to wait until you're inside the ship before activating the remote. Oh, but I wanted to fly like that little creature. Now pull the throttle. You give the throttle a pull and feel the engines fire up. I'm out of here. Freaking finally. Taking advantage of extra memory. So, there's the final cutscene then. Hey, GG everybody! What an ordeal. TG, terrible game. I thought you meant thank goodness. Bye-bye, ladies. You were no fun at the beginning. Whee! I hope the hamsteroid is doing fine in the pig. So see, I've earned my 75,000 Galactars. At least it did deliver. It had a funny ending. He fucking dropped it. All that for nothing! He didn't get his 75,000! Freaking moron! Worth it? Otherwise, this game was awesome, but goddamn that end puzzles. Those... Especially with the bullshit that you miss one item, you have to play the whole fucking game through again. I hate that shit. Really, really hate that shit. Otherwise, this was a fun game. I did like it. At least he got laid. True. He did have fun with that one lady. Oh boy, what a game. I hope Dragon Spear doesn't have puzzles like this in it. You know, like this kind of an ending puzzle. I did watch Retrograde Tom play Dragon Spear at some point. It's pretty much has the same kind of graphics and pretty much the same type of humor, I think. Maybe not as funny of a game, more of a serious type because it's a fantasy game. But at least I hope that it will be a good game. I will play that at some point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play that one next. Maybe I will. We'll see tomorrow. But otherwise, I really did like this. Weakest point, yet again, for many adventure games, the ending. I mean, just too much Mr. Nebular stunt double, apparently. Colonel Stone's stunt double, but there weren't any... never mind. Crazy credits with funny stuff. That's what they call it, the crazy credits when there's some jokes. MADS system design. That's what they called their engine, MADS. I do have to say, 2 out of 3 of the games now that I've played, this was the much better one. The previous game from these people was Return of the Phantom, if you remember that game. And that game was dumb, in my opinion. Microprose Adventure Design System. MADS. I enjoyed this far more than both of the less manly games, at least. Yeah, this was a game. Those two were far from it. Blood-curdling screams, Brian and Matt. Good to know. The QA team could have paid more attention to the final puzzle. That's a little bit more, you know. Everybody dance. I just wonder if there's gonna be anything towards the end. Probably not, because we already saw the joke ending. I wonder if there's different endings to the game. Hopefully not. I mean, that would be annoying. At least we did see lots of deaths, but the problem with me also towards the end is there weren't that many deaths. I mean, after we pretty much set our friend free in the prison, and he kills all the ladies there, there aren't deaths in the game other than the monster eating you. But then again, I did play this game on easy. I wonder what the differences there are with the difficulty. Pretty much would be that the puzzles are, you know, different. Like, we didn't see that barking dog at the auto shop, or whatever repair shop it was. No animals were hurt, maimed, squashed, mutilated, run through garbage disposal, shredded, used to test the trash compactors, or otherwise damaged during production of this game. Honest. Closed captioned for the sound card impaired. Crazy credits. So I do wonder how difficult the puzzles would have been in this game if I actually played this on hard difficulty. Like, would they have been impossible? Quotes? That wasn't there before. So once you play the game through, you get quotes. Selected quotes from the Rex Nebular development team. Hey, look, it's Small Cats. I was wondering, I actually had him, didn't think that you would be here. Does room 309 have guard chunks or monster chunks on the floor? Conveniently, the bloody chunks fly into the next room. I think he should wet himself. Scrunchy for Rex animation ideas. Do you know how embarrassing it is to walk into a store and ask to be shown an Elvis costume? Having recently purchased Colonel Stone's costume. Hey Brian, do you want me to excrete this? Our dear Rex is blown in half. In Damon code comments. Because I saw in Discord that you're having anxiety and all that. That scream sounds too much like someone is poking him with a kettle prod, listening to our little collection of blood-curdling screams. As far as I'm concerned, Delta is a 4-letter word, admiring certain features of the sprite system. You started with a big splat mark and make a schlock line down to the actual chunk, explaining the mechanics of a key animation. Splunge. When asked for his professional opinion of a background. I don't want to get eaten while I'm testing this. But I really think he should wet himself. You can't print this shit. Upon reading proposed ad copy for Rex. No, the Roland sound is definitely working. I distinctly heard a dog getting squashed under a car in one of the final bug beatings. But why are you being so nice to us after their first meeting with Madam Bryan? Taking a break from Discord, Facebook, and other stuff for a little while, but I'll still be here. Huh? Okay. After their first meeting with Michael Greyhead and Mike Corcoran. So, do you think we can sell a game called Rex Nebular and the Cosmic Genderbender? Can I be in the quotes? Whatever you do, don't put me into quotes. I know someone who beat up the Redskin Hoggets. Why can't I push the damn gurney? How do you get across the damn stream? Why can't I go to the damn pleasure dome, exploring the limits of the possible? Can we say damn in the quotes? It's a high level programming thing that we don't want to explain to you right now. Kento O'Brien, the lead programmer. Not. I really mean it. Don't put me in the quotes. That's the second time he's there. When Rex sees her coming, right before she squashes him, don't you think he would be really scared and wet himself? That's like the third time Frank Frazier is there about Rex wetting himself. This is the color cyan. Do you guys know what cyan is? Addressing the Rex art team. Next week, can we learn magenta? Fool! Every 5 minutes or so. Has either Brian or Matt had therapy? Rhetorical question. I think this is a bug. And Jeannie Schmidt as her screen went black. I feel sorry for the poor schmucks who don't have a mouse. I want one. Plaintive cry. We're not splatting the fuzzy. We're just dropping a car on a dog. Anonymous producer. Ladies? The camera doesn't lie. Frank Frazier on rotoscoped art. Dialogue create is just it's just a effing do it. Slightly edited line of Matt's library code. I have an ace in my hole. I want a bat skeleton. Revealing her heart's desire. Sound blasters just don't do a good dogs on trying to get fight over the bark. If my wife finds out I had anything to do with this, I'll be in deep trouble. I want a divorce. Hey look, this game has a cool quotes thing at the end. Let's put one in our game. Okay, but don't tell anyone we're ripping it off. This streak of strange colors just appeared at the top of my screen, but look how it disappears when I move the mouse over it. Another day in the life of quality assurance. So what's the problem? You found a bug. You fixed the bug. Well, you could go and get a sex change and come back as a female, so we definitely need the in and out thing. Anything else? Oh. Well, those were some funny quotes. Well, there we go. Rex Nebular. Completed. Oh yeah. F-15 Strike Eagle 3. I only played 2. It was great though, even though I didn't have the manual and didn't know what to do, but I still enjoyed just trying to do stuff in it. Oh, come on, that was great music.